Northwest Missouri State Press Conference after Northwest championship game in the Central Region Finals. We have Coach Ben McCollum and players DeShaun and Tyler Funk here. We'll begin with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up to questions.
I thought our kids battled. I competed as hard as we could and kind of stayed with the process without Dylan in there, but that's no excuse. But I'm proud of our kids' effort, and we had a shot, had a great wide open shot to win it. Just didn't fall for us today.
Coach, how impressive was right after Dylan went out? I mean, you guys never relented and you stayed in the game throughout. Just what was that like to watch your players do, shorthanded?
Well, we've got pretty tough kids, and I knew, part of him going out, I don't think it was so much his playing. Obviously, his playing is huge because he plays 30 minutes a game. But the big thing is I really think our guys were worried about him for about a 5-minute stretch there and concerned for his well-being rather than concerned about themselves, how are we going to win this game now. I thought once we kind of got past that, I think we started to believe that we could win, and our kids, it's just what they do. They're tough kids. It's what we built this program on is kids that are in that senior class. I mean, that's who built what we have right now, is those kids.
What happened to him, and how did that affect how you went about the game after that, strategy-wise?
I don't know for sure. Something I'm sure that I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to even say, I guess, because I think it's the HIPAA privacy. So it's something to his foot. And what was the second part of it?
Just how did it change your strategy, the rest of the game?
Well, we had to. Well, when you don't have a post score, you have to rely on pass and cut and penetrate pitch. And I thought the first half we had it figured out, and then we came out the second half and we got a little excited, and just kind of first one pass shot, where we needed to really work clock but again, I'm not really. I know I've got to answer questions about it, but I'd like to celebrate what these kids have accomplished and some of the things that they've done in their career.
Coop, how did it affect you getting to the rim without Dylan being there, taking the other extra defenders away?
We usually go inside out, so I usually play off the deal. So it kind of changed our strategy, and I started having the ball screens weren't there, so I started having to go more one-on-one. So I felt like I started playing a little bit selfish a little bit. But, just the change, we had to adjust. We were playing great, it just didn't come out.
Tyler, did this feel a little bit like last year's NCAA tournament final? You guys battling Central so close, a little shorthanded. What worked so well defensively for you guys tonight?
Honestly, that game never even went through my mind. Before, during, or after. That's a good team. Give them credit. Defensively, we've prided on defense since we've been here. This year's been a little bit down as far as the numbers, but I think we got a bunch of tough kids that love to play defense, and that kept us in the game because, Dylan went out, I think it was 10-7, and I kept looking at the scoreboard. I don't think we scored for about 5 minutes there. Like Coach said, I think it was more of a shock of not so much that we can't win without Dylan, but he's just our brother, and you could just see the concern on people's faces, and that took about a 5 to 7 minute stretch before the guys kind of adjusted, and it is what it is.
So you were able to give your guy trouble. You're a little bit faster off the dribble than I think he expected, and we'll get to the line a few times. What kind of stuff were you doing right?
Coach drew up some good sets that we haven't ever done before, but he just kind of threw them up on the fly there. And, just take advantage of the bigger guys that were on me and, just play to my strengths.
Coach, what did you like about the smaller lineup with Schneider at the four? It's not really a look you guys have used very often, but you used it throughout the overtime.
Yeah, tonight, what did I like about it?
Yeah.
Just that Zach was playing well and we needed the space, and then I thought we needed to go small defensively. I thought it was helping us. Grant was a little out of rhythm from the first half, I felt like, because he had to sit out so much with foul trouble. And we got stops. Again, we had the 3 to win it in the corner. That was perfect. That was a great pass, by the way. Good job, too, man. He said that, oh, it's so money. It's money. And he never misses big shots, ever. He's a big shot shooter. That's
Big
what he
shot,
does.
big
I
throw.
thought for sure it was good.
DeShaun, was that the plan, or were you supposed to get to the basket and you had to change
The
your mind?
plan was just get to the basket and get the best shot possible. When I seen this man help, I mean, he looked at me right in the eyes and he was wide open. Like, there wasn't nobody near him. And I felt if I would have took the shot, that would have been selfish on my behalf. I
Yeah.
have trust in my teammates, so I kicked it to him and let him have it.
Did they change anything about their defense in overtime? Like, notice you were able to get to the rim a little bit more in overtime.
I felt it was just more me. I felt it was just the will to win, the will to pull it out, to do what we can do to win.
Coach, what is, I guess, could you kind of expand on that a little bit earlier, what you said earlier? What does DeShaun and, these senior group mean to the team and what you've built at Northwest?
Well, individually, we kind of talked about it before the game, and so I'll take a couple minutes here since we got a decent crowd. I went through each one of them, and Tyler, when he came, not that you're going to print this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Tyler, when he came, this is Tyler, he sat on my couch and literally committed to me before I offered him scholarship. He said, I'm coming. His parents are sitting there. So he said, I'm coming. And I said, I didn't even offer you anything. And but that's what he brings to the team, is that aggressive, I don't really have any fear, that kind of mentality. DeShaun came in. Obviously, no one wanted him. He's 5'7", except for us. And he went through 2 years where we were 12 and 15 and 10 and 16. And he put the program, obviously everybody else helped, he put the program on his back and said, hey, Coach, I've got this. He recruited pretty much everybody here, for the most part, not everybody, but pretty much. Got them to come and stuck with it and fought. Bryson Williams, he's the heart, just energy, enthusiasm. I'm going to go through them all, so sorry if I'm boring you. Dylan Starzl is just a winner. He is every time he walks on the floor, he has that humble confidence that he just knows who he is. And then, is that it?
Schleck and Bacon.
Schlake and Bake. Schlake and Bake's the grandpa. We call him Grandpa Schlake because he makes sure everybody's accountable. And he holds everybody to a high standard. So I guess that's what they brought individually. As a group, they've set the bar very high as far as our standards go. And I think they're of the understanding. I always say that a good leader, what does the program do once you leave? Does it continue to grow? Does it continue to get better? Or does it get worse because of just a couple people? These guys made it better, and it will be better next year because of them.
Coop, where does this run? I know obviously this isn't where you guys wanted to end it, but he kind of talked about it, but where does this put, kind of the standards for the rest of the teams from here on out, just because you got all the way to the regional championship?
Next year is Elite Eight. I mean, you got to get better. You have to come in every year willing to get better. And that's what I told them before we broke out. You got to keep working hard. That's the mentality we got to go in with. Hard work pays off. When you get in the gym, you spend time with your teammates, it pays off. It shows when you're out there on the court. So we just have to come in next year, fight, go harder.
How'd you feel about the last shot when you released it?
I thought it was cash. I thought it was pretty
I
good.
actually did too. I thought Brarson's was good
I
too.
thought it was pretty good, but guess it just wasn't meant.
Yeah, I hate coming back to, we talk about the shot a lot, but I wouldn't have anyone else shoot that shot, and
Yeah.
it's not about that shot. It's my 3 or 4 missed free throws. There's a layup there. There's an offensive rebound here. There's a defense rebound there. So, basketball guys just didn't want B's shot to go or Coop's go, and I'm really proud of the team effort we had today.
Tyler, what are you going to remember most about this group of guys?
I'd just say, besides basketball, man, we're friends and family, and I know every team says that. Everyone up here says they're family and they won't ever, and they keep in touch. But I can literally say that, this group of guys is the closest guys I've been with, and I've been with some close teams that made high school state championship runs, and this is a close group of guys, and it was just a lot of fun to be around. And this 3 or 4 days that we get to spend in Minnesota was just a blast, and that's the main thing I'm sad about, and is that that is coming to an end. That is the main thing that I'm
Two more
really upset
questions.
about.
Coach, we kind of talked about it later in the year, but what do you with this tournament run? What do you think the chances of that number 2 jersey being hung up in the rafters someday?
Cooper, probably pretty good. He's a pretty good player. He's pretty good. He's one of the best that probably played here. So, but we'll see.
More questions?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.